Okay.
Okay, is it on?
Yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah.
It's on.
No.
It's on. Are you cold?
I'm fine.
You have a debris in your hair.
No. Thanks.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
It's been a minute since
Yeah.
we've done a pod. We're sorry about that.
Wait, when was the last pod actually filmed? Was it late February?
It was around February, and it took me like 2 weeks to actually upload it as well, which is bad.
Wait, can we see?
Yeah. I'm searching on our YouTube channel now with our 7 subscribers. Thank you, loyal
subs?
Thank you, loyal subscribers.
Yo, who are our subs? Besides us.
I think it's us.
So technically we have 2 accounts.
Yeah.
We have maybe 4 followers, maybe.
Yeah. Wait, how do I can't do this. YouTube Studio. I got this. We've had 19 views. This is, wow. Get to go to analytics. This is interesting. I can't do this.
We didn't really have much to analyze. If I'm being
Content,
honest.
okay. March 5th was the last published episode.
But it took a couple weeks for it to...
Yeah.
So it was like end of February, I think.
We have an 100% like ratio.
It's pretty good. Not a lot of people have that.
Yeah.
You have, what, 2 likes maybe? One from me, one from you?
We have 3 likes.
Oh!
So, yeah,
I really
feel
exceeded
pretty
my expectations.
stupid, don't you?
Damn. But you have 2 accounts.
Yeah, actually, I think 2 of those likes are mine, and the other one is probably you.
Wait, but don't you have like 2 accounts not counting the Jade account?
Yeah.
So that means we're missing one of us. Something to think about.
Wow.
But we're a slow growing channel. We're gonna get big one day.
Yep.
Yeah. So what's changed?
As you can see, there's been a minor hair update.
Yeah.
Kate got a haircut.
Whoa!
Woo!
Super noticeable.
Oh yeah.
But, like, some length did get chopped off. I went to over spring break. I went to my hairstylist. Her name is Stephanie. She's really nice. And I asked her, like, oh, like, how much do you think needs to be cut off? Because I just want to get rid of, like, the dead ends, because, like, every time you would stick up my hair, it would be, like, completely just straight. And it felt, like, really dry. So I told her, like, oh, like, how much do you think needs to get cut off? I'm just thinking, like, a few inches needs to go. And I told her, like, maybe about this much. And she was like, yeah, we can start with that. And I was like, oh. Oh. Yeah, like, we can, like, start with, like, where, like, you held your fingers. And so, like, everything, like, I held my fingers here. So everything got chopped off. And now it's this length. And she did make a comment like, oh, like, did you dye your own hair? And I was like, yeah. Or like my roommate did. She was like, no further comment was made. So I think that's a good.
I don't know.
But I think it's good, and can we re-dye it soon?
Yeah, I'm done with that.
When?
Do you want to do this weekend?
Yeah. Hey, there are a lot of things happening this weekend. Super exciting.
Yeah, Batman.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did my hair as well. It's not as noticeable as Kate hair update.
Really? What changed? Hold
It's a
on.
new color.
Hold on. Hold on. No.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Hey, you sent me that photo over break. I liked it a
Yeah,
lot.
so we just had spring break, which is telling you how long it's been since we've done a pod last. But yeah, I got rid of the blue, which was a really long process, and involved like frying my hair way more than I originally intended. But we're finally here. We got to pink, and I think I'm gonna keep it for like a month or 2, and then probably go to red. But we'll see. So far it's been interesting. For some reason, like where my roots are, like the dye doesn't stick as well to it, so like it's a like slightly like different tone at the top.
That's
and
a
then
orange. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, what else is orange and pink?
Lesbian. Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. I do like it.
Yay. That's fun.
How long did it take to go from blue to pink?
Really long time.
Okay.
But, like, when I'm home and I have time, like, I will space it out. Because, like, I don't like showering with bleach often. It's just washing it out is the most annoying part for me. So, like, I'll just space it out and, like, watch a movie in between, like, sessions when I'm doing it. So it was nice to do it over spring break.
Yeah.
But that's the hair update. Now we have
Hairdo.
some other updates for y'all.
Yeah, we could still talk about spring break for now because we already kind of.
That's true. We've dabbled.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
What did I do? I went back home. I'm from, you know me. I'm from Baton Rouge, the best. No, but I went back home. I just hung out with my family and my friends. I saw a lot of my high school friends, and I really enjoyed that. Went to some cute cafes, and I think I went to the Mall of Louisiana maybe 3 times, and I got a lot of good stuff. Did a lot of shopping, and I did. Let me think. Oh my god, yeah! And at the mall, there's this little shop called Francesca's, which was one of my favorite shops. I didn't really like the clothes that much. Like, some of the blouses were good, but I really like their jewelry section because they would always be on
They're
a buy
always
one,
on sale.
yeah, like buy one get 2 free sale. And so I'd just always be like in their little jewelry section for the past few years. But suddenly, they're closing. They're going, I don't know, maybe they're going bankrupt. That's my assumption.
Probably.
But in the Mall of Louisiana, like throughout the week that I was there, each of the 3 times that I went to the mall, like the first time says, oh, we're closing in 8 days, and that's when the sales like really started to pick up, and like they were clearing out everything, and then finally like on the last day, like it was like 90% off, like everything has to go, like they were selling like everything, like the chairs, the tables,
Oh, wow.
the mannequins, and there was this really nice blonde cashier who would just like talk to me about anything. The first time I went, because like she definitely remembered me, she was like, oh, I like your headphones. I was thinking of getting those headphones. Then we struck a good conversation for 5 minutes about Sony. Then I told her my headphones were like really broken. Another update, my headphones broke. Like actually,
Yeah.
like it like kind of snapped clean off, like just like the plastic part. So I had to use like this Bond glue to put it back together. So it's okay for now. It still works. But the week that I spent here without Bond glue was like, I think one of the worst weeks of my life. And there was even a point, I think I told you this, where I was like messing around with like a pair of, like a stethoscope, and I put them into my ears, and I was like, like damn, like this is making me think of her, like it's making me think of my headphones. But that was kind of a low point of my life, and it made me realize like, wow, maybe I am addicted to my headphones. But now they're back, and so that's good. I forgot where I. Yeah, but yeah, that's the mall. And then on the Friday of that spring break, some of my college friends came up. Our college friends came up. Jo didn't come because she kind of hates me. So
Yeah,
you weren't really there, but I was like, okay, I was picked up by Camille, who was driving. Hannah was there, Trilay, and Evelyn, and then we went to the mall once more. And then we got a lot of, that's when the 90% off Francesca's thing was happening, so we had a good time. We went to Soul Stop for the first time. It's like this modern version of a Korean convenience store, and you can make your own ramen.
Oh.
And so I did that. I got a lot of fun snacks, like the honey butter chips that I had one of, and I gave all of it to Sana.
Yay!
It was really good. And then we came back to New Orleans, and we were supposed to go to Bay St. Louis the day after, But then Camille was too tired to like drive like both ways the day after, so that's understandable. So that was my break, and then I came here and then I chilled, and then now, yeah, Jate's back.
Oh yeah.
What did you do?
So when I came back, I went to. I live in South Florida. I live in Broward County, which, if you don't know, it's like a little bit up from Miami.
Best city in the world.
Oh yeah,
Miami.
Hollywood, Florida. But the Saturday I went home. I went out with my best friend from high school and her boyfriend.
Nati?
Yeah, shout out Nati. We went to this like DJ set. If you guys know DJ Mandy.
Oh my god! I remember you told me about that.
Yeah, we went to that in Miami. That was super fun. I had a really good time. There were some strangers like we kikied with. Like it was like I had a good time. Then I spent I slept a lot, but I did my hair for a good amount of my break. I binge watched The Pit with my mom, which was fun. I like the show. Pretty good. And then, I bought Resident Evil 9. I played Resident Evil 7, but I bought Resident Evil 9, which I really like so far. I haven't finished it all the way through, but I really like, you get to play as, like, 2 characters, so you get to play as, like, Grace.
Both?
Yeah.
Oh.
You get to play as Grace Ashcroft, who's, like, she's kind of new, like a new introduced character, but her mom's involved in the series beforehand. And, like, Grace is, like, a new character. And then you play as Leon Kennedy as well, which I know you know who that is.
No, I've seen videos on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But the, like, sections with Grace are very, like, horror intensive. Like, they're more, like, reminiscent of, like, Resident Evil 7. So, like, that's, like, kind of this, like, playing style I'm more used to, and, like, very creepy. Like, a lot of, like, the zombies in the game are, like, super, like, personalized, like, stylized. So there's one, like, that's, like, called The Girl, and, like, she's super scary, and she's, like, absolutely massive.
Hey, add a picture on the screen, please.
Okay. Wait, I'm gonna look her up for you. But she, like, kind of goes through the hallways, and she doesn't like light, so she's only in the dark, and you have to.
Ooh, that's scary.
You have to find this fuse. Like, you have to steal this fuse in order to open this one gate to continue, like, playing the game or, like, exploring this hospital, because, like, Grace gets kidnapped. Resident Evil 9.
The Girl.
This is her.
Oh.
And she's, like, actually massive. She's so scary.
What big eyes.
Yeah. And, like, the first time you see her, like, it's a jump scare. It gets you. But she, like, travels through the ceiling. So, like, you see, like, when you're playing the game, like, you see a bunch of, like, holes in the ceiling, and they all, like, make super, like, creaky, weird noises when you go by them. And it's so scary. But
yeah, I want to play a horror game.
Her section is really strong, and then after, like, it kind of switches back and forth between Grace and Leon. So, like, I've played a little bit as Leon, and I'm honestly, like, less used to that playing style, because it's more like guns a-blazing. Like, you just like shoot all the zombies. Like, it's more reminiscent of, like, Resident Evil 4, where, like, it's just kind of, like, more over the top, like, shooter game rather than, like, horror focused, like, terror focused. So I was, like, kind of unused to that, which I feel like is different from a lot of people's, like, opinions, like, from what I've seen, because, like, I feel like a lot of people like Leon's playing style, because, like, it feels, like, easier because he has, like, super big guns, you can modify them, like, stuff like that. But, like, I was way more used to playing, like, in the style, like, that Grace has, and I struggled a lot with Leon's parts, which I feel like it wasn't, like, a normal thing But I don't play shooter games that often, so
No, that's
like, I
fair.
feel like
That's fair.
like I was more used to like the style like of Resident Evil 7, because that's kind of the only other Resident Evil game I've played. But I want to play Resident Evil 8.
Why?
Because the story looks really good.
Anything else?
Big vampire lady and her 3 daughters, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what Andrew and I were talking about earlier.
Oh,
Because we were talking about the Resident Evil games.
Oh, when I was in the bathroom?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, Resident Evil 8, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, what's that one? I was like, oh, it has that, like, big vampire lady. He's like, oh, you... oh. He said something weird like that. I was like, yeah, okay.
It's so funny. Wow.
But I played...
You dirty dog.
You dirty dog. But I played Resident Evil 9 a little bit. I haven't finished the game, but I really like it so far. That's a bit of my review.
Are you gonna play when you go back?
Yeah.
When are you going back?
Probably end of semester. Like, I don't think I'm going back before then. It's only in, like, another month. Like, I don't see, like, the point of spending, like, so much on a plane ticket.
How much is it?
Depending, like, if you get it early enough, it's less expensive. Like, $150 maybe. But, like, the past few times I've, like, gotten my mom to buy tickets for me.
Ooh.
Which has been nice.
That is good.
But what else did I do? I hung out with my sister one night. I did a lot of driving over this break, which was, I wasn't really expecting, but I did. So, I believe it was Wednesday night. I went to Costco with my mom, which was fun. Yeah.
A little Costco trip?
A little Costco trip, you know. We had to get stuff for my mom's store, so, like, sodas and shit.
Dirty sodas?
No, not dirty sodas. Regular sodas. Like
okay. Okay.
Because she has a cigar shop, and like they just sell like drinks and like snacks as well as like cigars and cigarettes. But we did that, and then I had to. Well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to see my sister, and she kind of lives like in the middle of nowhere. She lives in Sebring, which is like pretty like it's decently far away from where I live. And
I thought she married and moved to what is it, Washington?
No, that's my brother.
Oh.
And they live in Wisconsin.
Oh.
But my sister lives in Sebring, which is like pretty far from where I live, so that's Sebring, that's where I live.
Oh my god, that's far.
Yeah. So I drove to my sister on Wednesday. I got there around like 6:30. Got to see her. That was great. Got to see her dogs. We watched a movie together that she wanted to watch. I didn't want to watch it. But I wasn't really like, I was like, oh yeah, it looks interesting.
Ooh.
What if we watch something else? She's like, no, I kind of want to watch this. So I was like,
ooh. Hint was not taken.
So we did, and it like that movie was like pretty bad. It's called Dracula, and it's like a remake of like the Dracula from like however old it is, but like the Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder, Keanu Reeves Dracula. And like I don't really love that movie, but like they're all like attractive, so like I'm fine watching it because you know eye candy's eye candy. But the new one, like one of the actress in it, she's like really gorgeous, but like I just like I didn't connect with it at all. Like it felt like it was trying to be Nosferatu, like gothic horror, but it didn't like like give enough like or like fully commit to it. Like it tried to have like moments of humor that just didn't land, and like it just didn't fully like commit to what it like was trying to like give, I guess, which is a little disappointing. Yeah, I think like for my Letterboxd review I put like attempting and failing to reheat Nosferatu's nachos.
I mean, that's funny.
Yeah, so I watched that with my sister, which is kind of a mid movie. We got Five Guys, hung out, and then I drove back home.
At what time?
Like 11.
Okay.
I got home at like 1:30. How far is it from my house?
Oh.
To.
Can you dox yourself to everyone?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour and 30-minute drive. Yeah, so I drove that on Wednesday just to spend like 3 hours with my sister.
That's sweet.
Because she was leaving the next day and she didn't tell me, so I was like, oh, this is the only time I have to go see her, which kind of sucked. And I didn't really love not knowing that beforehand, but it's okay. And then Thursday, I visited my dance studio, which was really fun. I got to see some of my friends, some of like the old like my old dance mates. It's kind of crazy because they're all like kids or like high school, middle school.
I guess they're all younger than you by a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And like they're all growing up, and it's so weird.
Aww.
It's so weird to see them because they're all old now. It's crazy. And like some
Yeah.
of them are learning to drive, and I'm like, that's terrifying. I hate that.
Yeah. Hey, but you're old too.
That's true.
Yeah. 19 or 20 soon.
20 soon, yeah. But yeah, that's what I did Thursday. But Friday, I drove to Brighton to see my cousin, and we watched some movies together and made friendship bracelets, which was really fun.
That is super cute.
How
How far away is Brighton from?
Brighton is about 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so I drove about 2 hours to go see my cousin. Shout out, Stinky. And that was really fun. Then I stayed there until, I want to say, 12. And then I drove to my parents' farm, which is in Devil's Garden, which is like, it's like around here.
Okay, that's pretty close.
So that was like about a 40-minute drive, and I got there at like 12:40. But then the next day, we're now at Sunday. The next morning, I had to wake up at 5:30. Didn't go to sleep until 1:30. I got myself 4 hours of sleep. And I had to wake up because we were working cows. Yeah. So we were just doing, mostly vaccines, this time. And, cutting the balls off the steers.
Can you insert a photo? Please.
Yeah, sure. And, giving them, vitamins and minerals and, making sure they don't get worms and stuff.
That's good. Penny has worms.
Yep. But, yeah, that's what happened. And then I had to drive from Lake Placid back home, get all my shit together, and Uber to the airport.
Wow. All on Sunday.
All on Sunday. And I came here. I was so tired. I'm still tired. I feel like I haven't recovered fully from that.
It's only Tuesday, technically.
Yeah.
So,
and then, on Monday, I went to a concert at Gasa, and that was really fun. I went because my cousin, shout out Stinky, she really likes this band, Dead Butterflies, and she won't be able to go when they toured in Florida. So she's like, live out my dream for me.
Aww.
And so I bought tickets, and I forced my friend Natalie to go with me, and I had a really great time. And she bought us 4 drinks, and we split them, and it was really funny because she got us a pineapple vodka, and she got 4 of them, and then for the 4th one, the bartender told her, we're out of pineapple. So she got cut off. It was really funny.
4 is just too many.
4 is too many. And she was dressed, kind of normal. She was wearing, a purple shirt and, jean shorts. and she just looked very out of place, and like
Yeah.
it was like a mostly like alternative like space,
Mm-hmm.
and like alternative bands like moshing, all that, and she she looks so, it's just different that she bought a band t-shirt. I think she bought a Dead Butterflies t-shirt and wore it over her other top so she didn't look so out of place. But yeah, she was just like a normie. Yeah. But she looked like, you know how like straight men go into like lesbian bars? Like that's what she was giving a little bit.
Yeah, you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
I saw the photo you showed me. She looked so polite.
But yeah, that was my break and a little bit after, and that was fun.
Wait, I need to add one more part that I forgot.
Okay.
I guess like over the weekend, it's a very short one. I watched Fleabag, both seasons. I highly enjoyed it, and I would recommend it. I tried to rate it on Letterboxd. It's not there.
It's a series.
Yeah, but sometimes they do have series on there.
You know what's on Letterboxd? The like Zootopia fan made movie.
Yeah, they have Returning to Zootopia. They don't have Fleabag. What do you mean?
Because Return to Zootopia is a movie and Fleabag is not.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Bro, but Fleabag made me cry quite a bit. Yeah, you should watch it.
Yeah.
You should watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, what else is there? We can save this one for later. We can move on to housing, HRL.
Bro.
Yeah.
Housing fucked me over.
Yeah, that's basically the summary.
But you know what? Who fucked me over first?
Bro, it's not even my fault. You should have applied to be an RA too. I'm sorry. Well, I applied to be an RA because I didn't get that position last year. I got waitlisted. Or I got put on alternate, I think, same thing. But I talked to Andrew RD of Sharp about it, and he said like, yeah, there were like no spaces next year, or there were no spaces this year, but next year we can try again. And so I did, and you know, I did some networking. I had a little meeting with him. My good RA friend Hannah also spoke to him, and so I think that really helped a lot. And so I got the position. And it turns out I'm going to be in the same dorm room as my freshman RA. So I'll be in the same hallway. And I was neighbors with my RA, so I'll be like one door down. So that's going to be interesting. But I think it'll be fun. And a lot of our friends as well also ended up in Sharp.
Yeah,
so I'm going to know
true.
a lot of people. But sadly, with a high comes a low. And so I did have to, for lack of better words, abandon Joe during this process, which I don't know, I feel very bad. But I do need free housing, so.
That's fair.
However, I am very genuine when I say that, if it were not for that, or if RAs could have roommates, I would keep you. I just keep you around. But, yeah. So what happened during your process?
Yeah, okay, since I no longer have a roommate, I was hoping I could get a single for next semester, or next year rather, just because I haven't had the best luck with random roommates. I don't think in my freshman year, my roommate and I were cordial, but we were not close at all really, and we were just very different people.
Yeah,
very different.
As you told me.
Very different lives.
Yeah.
Sometimes she would kind of do things in the dorm that would make me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, poppers, whippets.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
she didn't do poppers. She did whippets in the dorm one time, and that was a little jarring actually. But otherwise, it was fine. But yeah, so I was really hoping for a single, maybe in Dela, maybe in Weatherhead perhaps, but I got a really shitty time slot for housing. So I didn't end up getting that. I ended up getting a suite in Dela, I believe, which honestly, like, I don't mind Dela that much. It's a pretty, like, the dorms are pretty spacious, which is nice. I just don't love the location of it, because I feel like I lived in Butler and now in Weatherhead, and they're, like, right next to each other. So I've kind of been in the same location, like, for as long as I've been on campus, and I do like where it is positioned, like, kind of, like, everything's, like, pretty, like, I don't mind the distance between, like, me and everything else. But Dela is just, like, you have to cross the street to get to, like, the dining hall, to, like, any classes. Like, it's just a little bit out of the way.
It's right next to Erin, too.
Yeah, which I don't love. But you know what? Maybe it'll motivate me to go to the gym because it's, like, a little bit closer to it. But we'll see. But I do have a new roommate. We need to chat. I haven't reached out to her yet, but we'll see how that goes. She does seem pretty nice. She's
I know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll be fine. But, you know, it won't be the same.
I'm sorry.
You turning Canadian?
No. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
See you tomorrow. Yeah, you are always invited to my shark dorm.
Yay!
You are going to come to my dorm.
Oh yeah, no, we're still gonna pod. We're gonna make time.
Pod's still happening. The Jubble, that's split custody perhaps, or what? I don't know. We'll figure that out in the future.
Jubble referring to the our speaker that we co-bought.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of, what about Waddle?
Oh, about
Like,
I've just been doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's that going along?
Oh, so I decided to do WTUL, which is like the radio station on campus and like just kind of around here. Just because it seemed fun and I kind of wanted to meet new people. That was kind of one of the Jate New Leaf agenda things, like wanting to like meet new people, like kind of expand, because like we hang out quite a lot, which I don't think is a bad thing, but like for a while it was like we were
maybe perhaps a little
we were pretty like codependent, which I think has like eased a lot, but I felt like I wanted to like have another opportunity to kind of meet new people on campus and like kind of just dip my toes into new places. So I joined WTUL, and like this semester is like the like training semester, like, or apprentice, whatever. So I had to do 6 hours of like shadowing like people doing their shows. I think it was like for 3 weeks I had to go to like apprentice meetings, like talking about like expectations and stuff like that. Like for the radio station.
I remember like the very first one you went to, you seemed like very unsure about Little.
Yeah, I think it was, I don't know, it just seemed like a little intimidating. And yeah, but I think after doing like the shadowing, or like at least the first session, like I was like, okay, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because I did my first session with Natalie. That was a bit of a train wreck, I'm going to be honest.
What if she's watching?
Hi, Natalie.
Hi.
You know it was a train wreck. I've talked to you about this directly. And I was, like, it was pretty alright. And then I did my second session, like, for, like, the Metal Monday show, and that was really fun. Yeah, I really liked it. I met Sebastian. It was pretty cool.
Good old Sebastian.
Fun guy.
He's so interesting, in, like, a good way. He's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he gave me, like, a really, like, intimate hug after, like, her session.
Hello?
Like, so we both stayed back, like, a little bit for the next, the, like, turnover for the next, radio host. And, like, they played a song we both liked, so we just stayed back a little bit. And we were talking about coffee. And, like, I don't like coffee, but he was talking about coffee.
He loves coffee.
He really loves coffee.
Yeah.
But we were talking about coffee together. He was talking about, like, coffee beans, like, covered in, like, dark chocolate, which honestly sounds really
so good. That's so good. Wow.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, bye, see you later. And he's like, wait. He gets me. And like I think I said like, oh, hug.
Yo, where my hug at, Yo.
But yeah.
I didn't know he was like that.
Yeah, I kind of wasn't expecting it either. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. But that was fun, and then my last session, I cracked my toes.
It was a hand assist, by the way.
But my last session, like, I got to kind of take over for the hour, which was really fun. And like I feel like pretty confident in my abilities, but
Hey.
I have to take like the test next Sunday and do like the practical, which is just like running the show for 30 minutes, which I've already done.
Oh,
So
you're
like
fine.
I'm pretty chill. But yeah, that's been fun. I don't know if I'm gonna do a show next semester, but if I do, like I wouldn't want to do it alone. Like I feel like a co-DJ would be cool, but I just don't know who with because I don't really know anyone.
Sebastian.
Yeah, perhaps. Like I'll
Wait, actually,
perhaps
do
I'll
that.
ask him.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
it,
because
do
it
it, do
does
it.
seem cool. I would be down to get him to get to know him better.
Mm-hmm.
Loki, he helped me bag that T-shirt at the Filipino event.
Oh, yeah. Wait, yeah, I forgot about that. The Hello Hollow event.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun. Wow.
Wow, good times.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Dude, this next topic, this was beginning of
Yeah.
this should have been talked about in the previous podcast, which I feel like, oh, I guess not.
No, because it hadn't happened yet.
Sorry, I'm getting my past and future mixed up.
Yeah. But I went home a few weeks before spring break. I went home for a weekend because it was tribal fair in Brighton, which is usually like pretty fun. It's just a bunch of vendors. There's a rodeo that happens, events, like there's like alligator wrestling, like snake shows, like some Seminole history events, which are pretty fun. And my auntie Karen, who's not Seminole, she's Navajo, she sells jewelry. So she had a table as a vendor there. So I got to see her, my grandma Betty, and I got to see a lot of my family, so my brother and sister.
Awesome.
And my sister-in-law, which I really loved. And that was really great to see everyone.
Wow.
Yeah. But that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Like,
Very, very long time ago.
really a while ago.
Yo, we gotta start doing these more consistently.
Yeah, it's just hard to find, like, time, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, but like now that I'm not doing my internship just ended with Crescent Care. Yeah, but like since I will have more time because my internship is over, we can probably record pod episodes more.
Okay, I'd be down.
And I think this is after, I went to a retreat to Bay St. Louis.
Yeah, it was the weekend after I left.
How do you remember that well?
Because it was funny that I left for a week
Oh,
and then you left for a week.
yeah, you're right.
Because you thought it was at the same time, and then you're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's actually not.
Yeah, I did my math wrong. I went there with my Newcomb Leaders cohort. So I went with Sana. Sana, dream guest on our pod. We took the Amtrak all the way over there. It took a couple hours. And Sana and we were like, yeah, like we should bring like our suitcase, you know, could like bring like some clothes, and because like we're gonna be changing a lot. It's like beach type stuff. We assumed because like we didn't realize that they sent out a document of the agenda for like a detailed agenda for every day. So we were going in there blind. We were like, yeah, like let's bring suitcases. We were the only people who brought suitcases. So we looked a little bit different, and we couldn't put like our luggage up onto the. Sorry for like dragging Sana into this, but neither of us could like put the luggage onto like the overhead bin, so we had to ask one of our cohort members to help us. It was a little embarrassing, but sorry. But but otherwise the retreat was really fun. We did a lot of like relaxing things. I would say we did a lot of journaling, yoga, meditation, pretty woke stuff. We also just talked a lot about ourselves, like what we wanted to see ourselves grow in. I think I became a little closer to Tia and Carlotta, which are these graduating seniors. I'm sad to see them go. But yeah, we hung out in the place where we went to. It was like 2 beach houses, not even beach houses. We were in a swamp. But these 2 really nice resort houses that were like right next to each other, and then they had individual rooms that we all stayed in. It was super nice. They each had their own pool, so for like of the 3 days we were there, we just like swam around. And even though I can't swim because I have I have a phobia of drowning, or a phobia of water in general.
How do you shower?
Like the thing is, I can shower, but like if I face the shower head, like I
waterboard yourself.
It feels like waterboarding. It's actual waterboarding. I get scared. I'm being vulnerable. That's scary to me. And so that's why whenever I shower, like I don't face towards the I have to face like away from it, which might be a little strange.
I face away from it.
Oh.
Because how are you gonna wash your hair?
I don't know. I don't try to find that out.
I like the feeling of like warm water on my back. I think it's nice.
Feels like a little hug, you know?
Yeah.
Even though it's not me.
Okay, you can't see this, but she's curling her toes right now.
Stop!
Eee, you're the one who's showing them out.
But yeah, like at the retreat, we swam a little bit, and Sana tried to convince me to try to float on my back. I said no, because I was not going to embarrass myself in front of 10 plus people. But it was such a good time. I think I did a lot more journaling than I thought I would. And then we watched The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, How's America Forever?
Yeah. My favorite characters in that were, she was Carmen, right?
Yeah.
Carmen.
It's been a while
like,
since I've seen that.
Spoiler, the little girl with leukemia. They were my favorites, but like I feel like, especially Carmen, she wasn't touched on that much. Like she just had to be happy with her dad's marriage. Which I don't agree with. And why was she wearing a t-shirt and jeans to her father's wedding to a white woman with a white child who say these racial comments towards her? And like at some point in the movie, like Carmen visits her dad. That's like the whole like setting point of the film, kind of. Like they all like split off, and the way that they stay connected is to like wear these jeans. They're supposed to have these like magical moments that they she's in Katy Perry's in that.
No, there's this song from The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, but it's not on Spotify. It's a Katy Perry song called Simple, and it's really good. And it's like kind of like Alanis Morissette like style. It's a really good song, but it's not on Spotify. But it's from the soundtrack of The Sisterhood of Traveling Pants. But yeah, Spotify needs to get on that. It's a really good song.
Wait, yeah. Play it on the background. But I guess so. Yeah. Oh well. We can play it on the jumble later.
Yeah.
But yeah, the part that really frustrated me was like how Carmen, I feel like all the problems that the girls faced, like I feel like Carmen's was the most impactful to me. Maybe it's because, you know, I'm Asian, like I don't know. But like she's this Hispanic child of like a Hispanic mother and then a white father, and the white father like at some point pretends to not know Spanish in front of her because like his new wife was there like in their presence, and like oh like that's like really shitty of Carmen to have to experience that. And like there's like this cleaner that comes to their house, and like it's a Hispanic cleaner, and like the white stepmother is like, oh like just like give all your like dirty sheets and your blankets like to like the cleaner, like she'll do everything for you. And Carmen's like, no, like I can do it on my own. And there's like that implication of like, oh like Hispanic people are put into these like lower positions to serve white families in that way. And I thought that they would go and unpack that more, but they really didn't. And they instead focused on like Carmen being allowed to be angry at her father, which is also fair. But I feel like the way that they resolved that was kind of strange because, okay, I don't know how much you remember, but all she did was like she got into a fight with one of the other girl friends, and I don't like what the girlfriend said, but I don't really remember what, and so it accumulates to Carmen calling her dad and being like, I am angry at you, and I'm angry, like she does, like, you know, with the America Ferrera monologue. She goes off at him for that. And I'm like, cool, and the dad just sits there on the other side of the phone, he's like, I'm sorry, or something. And then at the very end of the movie, all the four friends go to her father's wedding with the white woman, and then Carmen pulls up in a t-shirt and jeans, and then she gets called up to the front, he's like, I want my daughter to be here too, or some bullshit like that. And I don't know, I wasn't the biggest fan of that, but I liked the little girl with leukemia, and I was sad when she died. Yeah. That was my retreat.
Yay!
I know, so I had to make a comment.
Do you want to bring this up?
Dude, okay. This thing on my chest is a heart monitor.
You're like Superman.
Yeah.
Well, you're more like Iron Man, but like that's fun. Like the
you know, some may call me a cyborg. Some have called me a cyborg. One person has called me a cyborg. But I had to have this on because I don't know if I mentioned this in the last pod, but during, like, at the beginning of February, I had like some heart issue, like where for a week straight, or like a little more, I would wake up and my heart would be beating really, really fast. And I just felt like, whoa, like this isn't normal. Like I feel like I'm either kind of gonna pass out, like I feel kind of shaky, like that's not really normal. But I kind of should have went to urgent care. I didn't do that. I just went to, I made a same day appointment with Campus Health, which took, I got so angry at them trying to like schedule anything the same day, but I ended up going there, and then the doctor who checked, they did an EKG on me, and it turns out like my resting heart rate was like 156, or like in the 150 range, which is really high. And like the lady who was doing my EKG and like clipping all the things to me, when the paper came out, she was like, oh wow, that's high. Yeah, I know. And so they sent it to a cardiologist, and I had a lot of trouble trying to find like the right cardiologist to go to that would like fit under my insurance. So I was going at like Ochsner or the Tulane Medical Center, and then I ended up going to like the Tulane Lakeside Medical Center because like they specialize in cardiology. Went all the way there. This was like, and by the time I go to the cardiology appointment, it's weeks after these symptoms start, and like the symptoms only lasted around a week, and then it kind of faded away. And even if I had immediately gone to Campus Health and like gotten a cardiology appointment immediately, it wouldn't have mattered because the cardiology appointment that would fit under my insurance would have taken like weeks after that point to happen. So like there was nothing I could really do. But like once I went there, they did another EKG, and the EKG was normal. My resting heart rate was like 60, 70 something, but which is like normal for me. Yeah. But the cardiologist who saw me was still like, hey, like we'll send you a heart monitor for you to wear for a month, and then you have to come in and do like an echo test and like a treadmill test, and then we can do like a follow-up after that. And I was like, cool, I think I'm completely normal now, so there's no point in this. But yeah, like a week or so after that, they sent like this little box with the heart monitor in it. So it was like this and some instructions and like Anyway, like this is supposed to adhere to my skin really well, but it's really not, and they only give me 4, and it has to last for like 3 or so weeks. But like, I've had this on since Friday. Right now it's Tuesday, or, like, basically Wednesday, I guess. And, like, the stickiness is, it's so bad. Like, I really don't like this. And, like, the phone that they give me it's like a really old Android to monitor the symptoms and stuff. It always says poor skin contact because, like, yeah, it's, like, peeling off my skin, but I can't do anything because I don't have replacements. But it's always just complaining about some action required. So if I look like I'm just, like, touching my boobs a lot, I'm not really. I'm just, like, adjusting this. But, like, of course, if you want to touch, then you are allowed. What happened?
Okay, we're back. We're back and better than ever.
Hey. A little awkward.
Yeah, the camera died. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Not out of our control.
Yeah.
What were we last talking about?
Heart monitor.
I think I was almost done with that. But yeah, now it's just complaining all the time that the adhesion's not working. But I think it's pretty cool. Maybe it makes me look a little bit like a cyborg. Yeah, now it's like a cute little decoration for a month before they tell me that everything looks normal and that I need to just be less stressed. So, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, they're gonna tell you it's just hormones or something.
Yeah, it's because my period came or something like that. But I remember the very first night that I woke up, like, with, like, my heart beating really fast. I was like, yo, what the hell? And I was actually considering waking you up and being like, hey, Joe, like, can you help me out? But it was 7 a.m. because I had an 8 a.m. I had to go to. So it was 7 a.m. and I was like, damn, maybe I should, like, walk around a little bit, like, figure this out. It's like, you were dead asleep, but I was here, like, panicking for my life.
Oh my god, why didn't you wake me? I would have been fine with that.
Well, what would you have done?
I don't know, I try to help you, try to go to urgent care or something.
Nah. Anyway. I probably should have done that, though.
No, but, like, heart problems are really serious, Kate. Like,
yeah.
I definitely would.
I do think it was just stress. But but I went to my
your heart rate waking up with like an 150 BPM like is like Kate.
I went to my 8 a.m. cause I was considering just laying down, and just like going back to bed, and I was like, damn, what if I just don't wake up? Like, I just better go to class. So I did go to class, and then like it went down a little bit, so it was manageable throughout the day. And then for the next week after that. And then I went to the doctor. Anyway, what's the next topic?
I've been reading the first book in the series, A Song of Ice and Fire. It's been pretty fun. I've been reading it, like, whenever I have, like, time or want to, during the semester. I'm really, like, almost done with it. Like, I have less than 100 pages left, which is pretty exciting. I've already watched the Game of Thrones, like, TV show, that series, so, like, I know, like, broad strokes, like, basically what's going on, and I kind of have that as a reference. But it's interesting seeing, like, how different, like, the book characterization is compared to the show, because, like, in the show, they, like, age up a lot of characters, but, like, the adults in the story are, like, in their 30s, maybe late 30s, but in the show, they're, like, 50.
Interesting.
And then the kids in the show are, like, kids, like,
Why'd they do that?
6 to 15-year-olds. But in the show, I think the oldest of the kids he's played by, like, a 23-year-old in the show. Which I guess makes sense for, like, in a series like that, you want to have actors who, like, are better, like, able to express the roles. Like, I feel like it's harder with, like, child actors, but there are good child actors, so it's not impossible. But I think for a series like that, like, I guess it's more important that, like, they're able to, like, portray the character as well. But I think my favorite characters, like, in the book, like, perspective wise, I really like reading from Sansa, because, like, she's a little girl, and, like, she's very, like, and, like, oh, she wants to marry a prince, like, she's very, like, fantastical, like, she's a little girl, she has little girl dreams, she wants to grow up and be a queen and have a dashing knight.
That was me.
Like, she's, like, I don't like the phrase, but, like, she is just a girl, like, that is, like, what she is. And like I feel like a lot of people are like very negative towards her, and like I think that just comes from a place of misogyny, because like I think it's very interesting seeing like how these older characters are like trying to like manipulate her through the story, and use her naivety against her, and like it's interesting seeing like sort of the start of that, because like it's really like nothing in the story is her fault, and like she was raised by like the most honorable man in the series, so like of course she's gonna like trust all these adults, because that's all she knows is like trusting adults like with honor, and like so like it makes sense, and like she's like betrothed to this prince who's going to be king, like she of course she wants that. And like, oh, also this is interesting, Joffrey in the like show series, he's not played by like not an unattractive man, but like he does look like he could be like inbred. I'm not like he's not unattractive, but like yeah, but like in the book he's like described as incredibly beautiful, like super charismatic, and like it's not until like later you see the cracks in like his like nature, and like he becomes like more dark and like just like vengeful and like crazy. So I feel like that's like kind of a difference between the series and the show. I didn't love Daenerys in the original series, and I still don't love her in the book. I think her being quite young in the book makes her more interesting to me, because like I feel like the first like kind of like mic drop moment is like her getting pregnant when it's her 14th birthday, which is like actually awful, but I think her being so young helps her story in a way that like I guess like is like she's unable to in the series, which like obviously they can't show that kind of stuff because like that's gross, and like I like nope, I don't want to see that, like, and I like hopefully no one else wants to see that, but it makes sense. And then I like reading from Catelyn Stark's perspective. I don't like her as a character. I think she's a bitch. But like she's like it's interesting to hear like kind of her perspective on things, and like you don't get a perspective from Robb Stark, who is like he's her eldest son, and like he kind of becomes like the like king of the North. Basically, he proclaims himself king of the North when his dad Eddard gets captured, and like they like say he's like treasonous, like he killed the king, which he like really didn't. They were like buds. And so Robb like declares himself king of the North, and like he's like going through all these battle plans, and you just hear from his like mom's perspective of like how he's like kind of going through all this. And like I wish there was a perspective of Robb in the books, and like I looked it up, and like even like the author like George R.R. Martin was like, yeah, I kind of wish I wrote a Robb perspective. TBH looking back, and was like, yeah, you probably should have, bitch. But like I understand like in the beginning he wanted like at least like the main powers like or like driving forces, he didn't want to have perspectives behind them, so you don't know what's happening, so you're kind of left in the dark of like their motivations. But like you should have had a Robb perspective, because like he's like 15, and like he's like commanding an army. Like I feel like that like seeing that sort of like inner working, that stress, that like pressure would be super interesting. But I like Jon's perspective is really good in the book. I think his decisions make a lot more sense knowing that he's like 15 years old. And I don't love him in this series. I think he's okay. But like he's just very pouty and like just like he's very broody and pouty, which like doesn't make as much sense for like a 20-year-old. And like I think is better suited for like a younger like male character. But
Yeah, I guess a lot of things do get lost in translation with age.
Yeah, like, I feel like just, like, different, I don't know, like, there's different vibes, like
behavior-wise.
Yeah, behavior-wise based on age. Arya's pretty much the same. I like Arya. I think she's chill. I enjoyed her a lot in the series initially starting it, and then she kind of lost me, like, further down the line when she started going, like, more revenge plot, like, she became more emotionless, like, trained killer, assassin, whatever, and that kind of lost me a little bit.
Yeah.
Bran, I really like Bran. I think he's super interesting. He's the kid who gets pushed out the window. And he was really good at climbing, and they made a point to make sure he was really... that they say he's really good at climbing.
This little boy was the best at climbing.
He would never fall on his own.
Yeah. That's how they do.
I really like how much emphasis they put on his climbing abilities in the show.
Yeah.
I think that's the funniest part of season 1, and I kind of I just really like it. Brandon in the show, like, he was pretty interesting. I didn't love him once the, like, Three-Eye Raven stuff comes in, like, the more supernatural elements, like, start to really drive their way in. But I think as far as the book goes, like, as for right now, like, it feels more like it's like the seeds are being, like, planted early on in a way that's not distracting from the story or making me seem like, what the fuck is happening? Because I feel like that's a problem with the show. Like, they tried to go too realistic, and then when they finally bring in the more supernatural elements, they feel kind of off.
Yeah.
Like, they don't involve magic as much in the show, and then, like, at least in the first season, and then I can't remember if it's the second season or the third season, but the Red Woman comes in, and she's, like, a witch for this, like, god of light, or, like, light god or whatever, like, basically fire and stuff. But she's, like, a witch who serves this god, and, like, she... this guy, Stannis Baratheon, he has, like, the, like, truest claim to the throne, and he's trying to, like, take the throne back. And, like, he basically uses the help of this witch, this Red Woman, and he fucks her, she gets pregnant, and then she gives birth to this shadow baby that goes and kills his brother, who's also trying to, like, get the throne. Which is, like, a crazy plot point. And, like, I was like, what the fuck? When I first watched it, and I was so fucking confused. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Just because it was so, like, different from the, like, original, like, the original series. I was like, this is such a reach. And I feel like if they had better included some of those more, like, supernatural, like, magical elements, like, it would feel less shocking. But perhaps that's what they were going for. I don't really know. But I'm almost done with the first book, which is exciting. I'm excited, not for the second, but for the third book, Storm of Swords. I'm pretty jazzed about that, because that includes Jaime Lannister and Brienne of Tarth pretty significantly. And Brienne's my favorite character in the show, for many reasons, but she's really hot to me. Like, she's so cool. Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully the book lives up to...
I hope so. I hope. But, like, I've heard from...
Fuck book 2.
I've heard from my friend's boyfriend that Storm of Swords is really good, and it's one of his favorites in the series. Oh my god, I forgot a character. Tyrion. I forgot about him. Oops. In the show, he's very charismatic, and I think that comes from, like, Peter Dinklage being, like, really hot. And, like, just being a very charismatic person in general. Like, I think, like, he's able to kind of bring a different performance to Tyrion than, like, what is portrayed in the books. Because, like, Tyrion in the books, like, he's, like, actually, like, he's very ugly and very deformed. Meanwhile, like, Peter Dinklage is, like, he's just a little man, but he's, like, he's very attractive, so, like, it's just a different... They're just two kind of different entities.
Yeah.
But like Tyrion in the books, like he has like moments of like being very like having like kindness towards people. Like he does like he's good with Jon, he's good with Bran, he's able to like have these connections with people. But I don't know, he's just very different, and like a little bit more spiteful than I was like expecting. But like I feel like it makes sense, like he's like called an imp, like he's like heavily ridiculed for being so deformed, so I feel like it makes sense. But it was just like a significant enough difference than in the show. But yeah, that's my Game of Thrones review.
Which do you prefer?
I think they're both interesting. I'm excited to see how Tyrion grows in this story, and like because there's plot points later on that like I'm excited to see like more of like his inner thoughts like going through, like because he gets put on trial at one point. He escapes by like and like doing a bunch of stuff, and I'm really excited to see like kind of like how that plays out, like seeing his like perspective. And later on in the series, in the show, he gets dumbed down a lot. Like he like he's supposed to be the smartest man in the show, and then or like in that universe, and then like he gets completely butchered later on. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah,
that's for the next pod.
And I watched A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which is another like A Song of Ice and Fire related
is it the
story.
short one that you watched?
Yeah,
I remember that.
And that was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was incredibly strong. I think it helped that it was such a short series, because it was a very like neatly like packaged story. It didn't really waste any time, and it was very like focused on like interpersonal relationships and not really focused on like bigger political structures of the realm, or like it didn't really involve like magic at all, but like it was like still interesting, and I really enjoyed it.
That's awesome. I think you showed me spoilers, but you showed me that scene like where
Baelor.
Baelor gets like bashed in his head. And dies.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah, that was incredible. Like what you showed me, it was it's kind of gnarly.
Yeah, gnarly. Sorry, but like
the clip in.
A lot of the like the fight scenes, like this hedge knight goes on trial for like kicking this like Targaryen prince's ass, because he like broke this lady's fingers because she like committed treason to the realm. She didn't, but yeah, that they had like a joust with like 7 people, like 14 people, and like it was like a bunch of jousts at the same time. It was crazy. It looked crazy. Very cool. But yeah. Alright, I'm done with my review.
Kid.
Oh yeah, that kid's so bald. I told Kate, like, this kid is bald. And she didn't really believe me. I showed her, like, a clip of the series. She's like, yeah, that kid's bald.
Little interesting little kid.
Yeah. Dude, there's a photo of that kid with hair, and he looks like Draco Malfoy.
Really?
Because he has blonde hair, bro. He's so Draco Malfoy. Oh no. Fuck!
Oh well.
Sorry, the camera keeps dying on us.
They're dry. They're recording.
Yep. But this is gonna be a short section.
Yeah. Did you get cut off before you were?
I have no clue, but I was pretty much done.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, interesting transition from a very deep analysis of your media consumption. I was gonna talk about a boy.
Woo!
I'm also a little tired. I got like progressively more tired. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little tired now. But yeah, guy I'm talking to, doing pretty well. Since since the last pod. We're talking more. I hang out with Andrew a good bit. Like usually, well, because we're really busy, we usually only hang out like closer in the evening or the night.
Yeah, you're up pretty late.
Dude, and that's part of why I'm really okay. I don't want to like seem super like blaming because like this is also on me, because like I have not been getting good sleep lately, and so I need to compensate by taking naps during the day, like even more so than usual, and like because we hang out really late at night, I go to bed really late at night, and I need to wake up really early, which is like fine because I do like hanging out with him, and like I'm the one that chooses to keep doing, like we both choose to do that, which I think is pretty nice and sweet and awesome. But I think, yeah, like this something needs to change. Like I can't keep sleeping like this. But otherwise, yeah, lot more dates.
Yay!
Yeah,
you guys do some fun stuff. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, you went to that museum. That was
Oh
fun.
my god, yeah, we went to the optical museum, the new one downtown, and then we went to this restaurant called I Love Nudes. Little interesting name, but they have really good ramen and like pretty decent pho. I would recommend that anyone goes down there. We hung around downtown a bit. That was nice. Yeah. And then, like, we're back from spring break. Got some very cool Canadian gifts, such as maple syrup that you said was okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And what else is there? This little. I learned that the national animal of guess what it is? Guess what it is?
Beaver or something.
It is a beaver.
Oh.
What the hell? How did you know that?
Sounds about right.
Hey, because I thought it was the goose,
Oh.
like the Canadian geese.
Oh.
But it's not. It's the beaver. And I got a little like keychain plush. It's like on my bag over there.
You
It's
know
really cute.
I know beavers.
What?
Okay. Never mind. Never mind.
Huh? It's like a gay thing.
Never mind.
Wait, can you explain that for me? I want to be knowledgeable in the LGBTQ plus community.
No.
Okay.
You're gonna stay ignorant on this one.
Okay.
But otherwise,
Let me double check
That's-
my phone and see if there's anything else.
that's kind of it. The camera is kind of dying on us
Hold on,
once
hold on.
again. So if it goes out, I think this is gonna be our final attempt. But sorry that it's been so long since another pod. We will try to be more consistent.
No, it will happen. We just need to have a schedule set.
We say that about a lot of things.
Anyway.
But hopefully I edit this one pretty quickly. There we go.